So I'm excited about today. I'm curious to see where I land, but when they reached out and asked if I wanted to eat some steaks, I was like, of course.
What I love most about steak is how variant it is.
I love the caramelization when you get a good crust on the outside.
For me, having a steak is not something I do every day, but it's a special moment.
If I saw that a steak was frozen at a restaurant, I think I would tend to steer clear of it. I think frozen just kind of has a connotation about it where you assume that it's a little lacking in quality versus something more fresh.
Typically, I, as a chef, would think of a frozen steak as usually a bit drier.
Texture is actually very nice, not too chewy. The lean parts almost melt in your mouth, I would say, yeah.
I mean, I would say first impression is marginal difference between the two. Very well seasoned. I like the crust on the outside. It's nice and tender.
Yes, it is very tender. Very tender, pink, very tender in the center. Easy to cut, there's no struggle there. Good mouthfeel.
Texture's good though, nice and firm. I like that. Got just a little bit of give to it.
It looks like it's held onto a lot of moisture really well.
This one is really good consistency. I love the flavor because it has everything I want in beef. It doesn't taste frozen. Doesn't taste like there's been any ice on it.
Yeah, if you were to ask me which one of the frozen ones, I can't tell you.
As far as flavor, I would say they're absolutely comparable. They're both equally delicious.
If you were to tell me that this one was frozen, I would be very surprised. You know, as a chef, I trust my palate. Truly, it was just texture that I was going off of, because normally in my experience, that's the best way to tell if a steak is fresh or frozen. But I guess I'm throwing all out the window now.
If I had to choose between the two as far as which one is the frozen steak, I'm gonna go with the one on the right.
It's a beautiful product. It looks great. And like they look quite similar, almost exactly the same.
Has it changed my opinion on frozen steaks? Yes, I would say that there isn't a major difference in quality and that I could perfectly enjoy both steaks.
I think a diner would be happy with both of these steaks, the fresh and the frozen.
You know, maybe throw some of those old convictions out the window because apparently we are dealing with some new stuff here that's even tastier frozen than it is fresh.
Having done a blind taste test and know that, as far as quality of taste, texture, the difference was completely imperceptible. That's very intriguing. Very intrigued to learn more about these products.